Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dayna and I have been crocheting for 6 years, but I've only made a handful of amigurumi patterns. I've made a scrump doll, a cactus, a hippo, and a Christmas tree gnome, and that's it. So I'm very much still a beginner, but I've learned a couple of things along the way. And I always find that some of the best tips come from beginners who have had to struggle through things, make a few mistakes, and learn from them. So from one beginner to another, I am sharing 4 of my best amigurumi tips with you in the hopes that this will help you along your crochet journey. Every amigurumi pattern uses the single crochet stitch, but did you know that there is a difference between an amigurumi single crochet and traditional single crochets used in blankets, garments, and accessories? My number 1 tip for amigurumi beginners is learning to do the single crochet stitch correctly. We are going to start with an example of a traditional single crochet stitch first. Insert the hook into the stitch, twist the hook around the yarn to yarn over so that the yarn falls over our hook, draw up a loop, and pull through both loops on the hook. Now compared to the amigurumi single crochets beside it, the traditional single crochet stitch is looser and taller. Now let's compare this to an amigurumi single crochet. The only difference is that instead of yarning over, we will yarn under. So insert the hook into the stitch, turn your hook so the hook side is facing down, then grab the yarn with the hook so that the yarn falls under the hook. Then draw up a loop and pull through both loops like normal. Insert the hook into the stitch, turn your hook so it's facing downward, yarn under, draw up a loop, and pull through both loops. With amigurumi, weaving in ends doesn't have to be hard. Most patterns start with a magic ring, so we have to secure it or else our work will unravel. After crocheting a few rounds, flip your work inside out, thread a yarn needle with the tail, pull it tight, and make a knot to tightly close and secure the magic ring. Weave the tail through a few stitches, flip your work so that the outside is facing towards you, and stuff the yarn tail to the bottom of your work so that as you crochet, it stays tucked inside your amigurumi. You won't have to weave in any ends, and you can be sure that your amigurumi will not unravel. If you have to change colors in the middle of your work, crochet over top of the yarn tails or unused strands, pull them to get rid of any yarn bulges, and tuck them inside your amigurumi to hide them. At the end of the project, thread a yarn needle with the remaining tail and weave it through a few stitches, then make a knot to secure it. Push the needle back into the amigurumi and bring it out to cut the tail. The tail will now be secure inside the amigurumi. Stuffing can be expensive, so try using what you already have. Every time we start and end a crochet project, we're left with some yarn tails. Put all of these scrap bits to use by saving them in a tin, tote, or bag and using them to stuff your amigurumi projects. Since amigurumi stitches are so tight, you won't be able to see any of the stuffing or scrap yarn peeking through your work. I was able to use up my entire stash of scrap yarn bits to fill the Christmas tree gnome. You'll be surprised at how much yarn you can fit into these little toys. For anyone that has ever tried to stuff something before, you'll know how expensive polyfill stuffing can be. Depending on the size of the bag, prices range from $10 to $100+. Even with a coupon from Hobby Lobby, Joann's, or Michael's, that can add up really quickly when you're wanting to make more than one project. A tip that I learned from my friend Becca is to buy a basic bed-size pillow from your local department store. These pillows normally range from $3 to $7 a pillow, and you get a lot for your money. Cut a hole in the fabric with your scissors and you have access to tons of stuffing. One pillow can give you 2 to 3 times the amount of stuffing compared to a bag of polyfill, and you can use it to fill up multiple amigurumi projects while keeping your expenses low. So you might be wondering, isn't it cheaper to buy in bulk? I was beginning to second guess myself too when I was researching prices online. So I did a price comparison between the pillow from Walmart and a few polyfill stuffings from Walmart, Michael's, and Joann's, where I determined the price, tax included, per 1 ounce of stuffing. Keep in mind that I measured my pillow using my kitchen scale, so I think the weight might be slightly off. Here is what I found. When you buy stuffing in bulk, the unit price is cheaper, so you get more for your money. The cheapest stuffing option is Walmart, which comes in at 18 cents per ounce when you buy a 20-pound bag of stuffing. Even with the coupons from Joann's and Michael's, Walmart was the clear winner. I also discovered that the pillow tip held water. The price of a 20 by 28 inch pillow from Walmart came in at $3.65. So I measured a smaller pillow in my house, a 16 by 26 inch pillow, and came up with 15 cents per ounce. Since the pillow from Walmart is bigger, there will be more stuffing in it, so the unit price will be smaller and you'll get even more of a bang for your buck. This also shows that you don't have to buy your stuffing in bulk to get a great deal. I hope that you found at least one of these tips helpful and that you can use it in future amigurumi projects. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite tip was from the video or your favorite tip in general for amigurumi. I think crochet is so much more enjoyable when we can all kind of come together as a community and share our ideas and our tips to make things easier for each other. Thank you as always so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.